aka Trigger Ranking. Hey, so basically, just my last line just popped off. So I'm back in this thing. I had to fall back like a small bat, but now I'm back like an asthma attack. But so we gotta finish this last joint. This was Scandalous Los Angeles we was doing, and we probably the next one we're gonna go to still is Scandalous Los Angeles. So what they talking about right now is 600 boxing career.
I don't give a fuck about what you say you on your page, nothing else. I'm telling you, nigga, ain't nobody never marked me out my life.
Of my page, I'm saying is, why you always be on that I'm a killer, crip, tough shit, but I watched this nigga, he told you let's just go around the corner off camera and catch a fade, and you told that nigga, no, I'm not here for that, he's serious, I'm a businessman.
Okay, bro.
It was a boxing match with Eddie and Don King.
Okay, so make it make sense, stupid ass nigga. Why the fuck would I go jeopardize some money to go entertain somebody in the street fight for no money?
You ain't jeopardizing
no money. Get your bitch ass off my phone.
The dude talking to Love's Boys was spot on, and he told him straight up, you didn't jeopardize anything because you didn't fight at all. And that's exactly right. How come David Allen didn't care about the fight like Love's Boys is acting like he was? That's the pattern with Love's Boys. Just look back. Josh Fisher, cartoon. The list goes on. Fight after fight that was supposed to happen. And somehow, it never did. The only time he actually steps into a ring is either in Mexico, when he's paying the opponent, or a fake fight that Love's Boys absolutely refuses to make it out of the first round. And here's the wild part. Like the caller said, this man loves to talk tough about killing black people any chance he gets. But put him around white men from England, and suddenly he's quiet. Suddenly he's humble. He'll admit he got marked out over there. But then he comes back and tells us, I never got marked out.
And I know when a man's serious. So I had to bow down like, no, it's not about that, Pat. And I know when a man's serious. So I had to bow down like, no, it's not about that, Pat. And I know when a man's serious. So I had to bow down like, I'm gonna take this last call. What's happening with me, bro?
Hey, don't make a scene. I'm parked by Curtis G. Turn your law off and come to my car, nigga.
Man, I'm not going nowhere, you bitch ass nigga. That's fuck you
Bruh,
talking
this
about.
man called him a tough.
Hey, I'm in a Jeep.
I don't give a fuck what you in, nigga. Pull up.
You with the fat tube socks and that nigga in the red hoodie, nigga. Come here, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. Park back here to the Jeep, nigga.
Oh, wait for you. What you hang up for, Scary? What you hang up for?
In the red Jeep.
what you hang up for?
Y'all hit the light button.
We gotta do our cardio. We gonna run. What's that?
What up, dope C, Cuddy?
What's up, mama?
I know you be getting a lot of hate, man. So I want to let you know, man. You was a handsome, high yellow brother, man. You in.
That nigga say you handsome. Not you handsome. No. Hold on, we gotta run that back, bro. The man called the man
I
handsome.
want to let you know, man. You was a handsome, high yellow brother, man. Handsome as hell, boy.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
I'll let you, boy. I love you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Hey, what's up? That was crazy. All right, let's see what we got. We're going to another one. We're going to another Scandalous Los Angeles TV. That's what we reacting to, y'all. Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
I looked a lot different.
I got commercials, y'all. I ain't got premium. My bad.
In 1986 and
elsewhere online.
We received a cease and desist from.
But then again, you know how the feds work. We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out.
Yeah.
We don't care how many book bags you can pass out. What we care about is these wiretaps. We care about these confidential informants. And we care about your actions within the means of the law.
This nigga sound like the police, bro.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups, the police who investigate crime, and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Now that the feds have Big U in custody and reveal details about Operation Drawdown, everything CS2 back has been doing over the past few years starts to make
the reason why they call it Operation Drawdown because Big U name is his nickname is Big Draws, and the craziest thing about it in the movie Friday Debo is the actual character. That's the real life person, Big U. But in the movie, he was asleep and something happened when he had some draws or something like that. He smelled the draws. I was trying to figure out why they put that in the movie. I never understood it until I found out that Big U was Debo in real life, and they call him Big Draws. I never knew that shit.
Hence, CS2 back strategically gave a platform to Cannon, allowing him to air out personal grievances and ultimately incriminate both himself and Big U, helping the feds build a case and seal a conviction. But it wasn't just CS2 back who played a role in this. Adam 22 was also used as part of this larger scheme. By giving a voice to CS2 back, the federal informant, and allowing individuals like Loose Cannon to speak freely on his platform, Adam has become a useful asset in this federal.
Adam got them getting all these folk put in jail. All these motherfuckers put in jail, nigga. Like, for real, nigga.
Operation. I'm also going to show you how the feds actually lied for Adam in this affidavit, covering up certain details to protect him while they used him to further their case.
Smoking kush.
The connections and manipulation at play here go deeper than many realize. In this episode, we're going to take a closer look at the videos featured in the Fed's affidavit and break down the crucial role that Porky played in helping the authorities with their investigation. We'll revisit the events and explore how his involvement helped shape the case against Big U. So we'll start here. Henley directs a robbery of and conspires to rob, and Robinson and Williams personally rob a marijuana dispensary at gunpoint.
One such robbery occurred on July 5th, 2021 at an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in Los Angeles where victim 1 worked. Leading up to the robbery, the Big U enterprise had been extorting victim 1 for years, and victim 1 had been paying the Big U enterprise up to $25,000 per month when victim 1 was at the top of his earning capacity. Shortly before the robbery, however, victim 1 had ceased paying extortion to the Big U enterprise, as victim 1 did not believe it was necessary or that he was receiving any benefit from the payments. On the day of the robbery, approximately 11 of the Big U Enterprises members and associates, including Robinson and Williams, both of whom victim 1 knew well as Rolling 60s members, rushed into the dispensary armed with firearms and without masks. They demanded belongings of anyone as well the proceeds.
Because he do a lot of reading. Okay, so yeah, this way he told the actual story. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, well, just give him like 40,000.
So this way he told the actual
Henley would
story.
state was a rival Chocolate's counterpart, right? Because he was going to make the dude give him $20 for getting it back.
Why did nobody want to get the dude back the
So
$40?
this right here is Loose Cannon actually telling the actual story. Oh, cotton candy, okay.
Because he was going to make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Williams then agreed. Of course.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course.
He did that to 2 famous rappers. Williams then detailed demanding $50,000 from the celebrity rapper RR, or they would kill the celebrity rapper MM.
He did that to, when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to that?
So,
the club, when you split them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you out. Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you out.
So the name of the case that the feds got against him is called the Big Drawdown. So basically pulling the nigga draws down. That's what they saying, my nigga. Like,
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you out.
Williams then said RR dropped off the 50 Vlad TV second.
He stopped answering the phone. He stopped picking up and shit like that. And we were like, what you doing? Like 2 days later, you called me. He was like, nephew, where you at? And I'm like, nigga, where my money at? And he was like, oh, I needed it for bills. I needed it for... I'm like, what? Like, cuz that's some weird shit.
According to further No Jumper and Vlad TV segments, Henley then served a cease and desist order on No Jumper, and this podcast episode was removed from the platform, although a recording of the episode remained available elsewhere online.
We received a cease and desist from Big U about some of your claims and Loose Cannon's claims, I guess, on this podcast.
When Loose Cannon went on No Jumper, basically was like, hey bro, like, you know what I'm saying? After he said that, Big U, I guess the word got back to Big U. Big U got with his lawyers and put out a cease and desist on Adam. And then once they put the cease and desist out, Adam actually took the podcast, that one down. You know what I'm saying? That episode.
And after having it evaluated by our legal team, they told us that they thought it was a good idea for us to remove it.
According to further No Jumper and Vlad TV.
Of the controversial video from the No Jumper podcast. Adam himself has stated that his legal team advised him to take it down. The feds also claimed that the video was removed from YouTube, but remained available through other channels. The problem is, the video is still live on Adam's channel, with each part of the conversation clearly labeled for easy access. Considering the FBI's reputation for thoroughness, these small intentional untruths reveal a lot about who's cooperating in this investigation.
Williams' recounting of this robbery occurred years after the robbery of Victim 1's dispensary, and years after Victim 1 had already recounted and documented the robbery for the FBI. Lately, Williams has claimed in multiple interviews that he is no longer affiliated with Big U, whom he now refers to as Big Useless or Big Uterus. However, Williams continues to discuss former Big U enterprise business, to discuss and threaten violent assault, and years after Victim 1 had already recounted and documented the robbery for the FBI. Lately, Williams has claimed in multiple interviews that he is no longer affiliated with Big U, whom he now refers to as Big Useless or Big Uterus. Williams continues to discuss former Big U enterprise business, to discuss and threaten violent assaults and robberies, and to actually commit the same. For example, on January 3rd, 2025, outside of the No Jumper podcast filming location in Los Angeles, Williams struck a victim in the head multiple times with a firearm and pointed the firearm at the back of his head.
Yeah, that's when he jumped the dude in front. Yeah, that's it right here. That's when he jumped the dude in front of No Jump. No, I mean he beat the man up, but the man was an old man, bro. Like, come on, bro. You don't get no points for that, nigga. You don't get no points for that, bro. You don't get no points for that. Look, bro, the man old as hell, bro. You beating an old man up. It's like that shit. Like, bro, this nigga, come on, bro. This man beating up an old ass man. He think he gangster, bro. Like, nigga, you tripping. Like,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Let's not forget that Lucy pulled that move at No Jumper at the orders of his handler CS2 Back, the federal informant.
They just don't want to admit the truth that we're not internet dudes. And that's just the fact to it. And it's like when they come playing, we're going to show you. And unfortunately, somebody, like, they got caught, you know, doing it. They try to come up to wax on some goofy stuff, wax their nephew. Let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wax the nephew.
You basically told on yourself, bro. Told on himself on I don't know if that's a wide tap or what.
Watch them walk to school
Hold on.
with life.
Wax the nephew. Let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wax the nephew. Let's make an example. And that's what we did.
While 2 other suspects removed valuables from the victim, including jewelry, cash, and a cell phone, in excess value of $5,000. The victim lost consciousness during the incident, which was captured on video and posted to social media, apparently to stoke fear and boast of Williams's penchant for violence. After the incident, Williams posted a 7-minute video on his YouTube channel discussing the beating, stating that he used to be Big Useless's enforcer.
I told you, I was Big Useless enforcer.
That he loves to fight, and that the incident could have went a lot worse. Williams's post also played a portion of the assault.
Or Whack 100 could be in danger of some sort of indictment because
and this was
if
before
Big is guilty
that's
of creating an air and aura of fear and
I
intimidation,
forget this man's name.
using loose cannon to beat people up,
But I watched the video.
paying a
I
check
think
and
he's
feeding
from
well.
Detroit.
Whack 100 talks about checking in, not exactly the same way as Big U.
He said Porky speaks about a different kind of checking in than Big U. Let's see how different it is.
Didn't have the entertainment shit. As man gave a few plugs, I gave a gang plug. Everywhere we went, he took it. We walked in, go boom, 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 then boom, boom, boom. We part of the table, his family, and boom, boom, boom. Then a few niggas like with T.I. The T.I. relationship was a play. Nigga, we put the fake blood press. Nigga, we put the fake blood press. Nigga, we put the fake blood press.
Porky just said we, which means he's admitting to his own involvement, incriminating himself.
Okay, Big U, you pull up at the Denny's in Westwood, boom, you jump out, save the day, and then T.I. gonna be up under you, you regulate that.
So
that's where that come from.
That sounds like Porky was the one directing everything. He said he put the fake blood press on.
I hope they able to the T.I. Hold on, y'all. We gotta run that shit back. We gotta run that back. Hold on.
E.I. So Big
They
U
put the
could come
fake
save
blood
the day.
press on T.I.
Regulate that. That's where that come from.
That sounds like Porky was the one directing everything. He said they put the fake blood press on T.I. So Big U could come save the day. Porky just said that he did that. Then he said he instructed Big U to regulate that situation. Porky and Loose Cannon's relentless pursuit of getting Big U arrested has led both of them to incriminate themselves in the process. Ironically, Lucy ended up behind bars for his own statements, while CS2 Back has faced no such repercussions. This inconsistency leaves a lot of people wondering why one is being penalized while the other seems to be shielded.
He was kicked out of the house because he wore his son's chain without permission, which is, if you let somebody live with you, it seems like
So now
a
they
minor
talking
thing
about
to put them out of the
now
house.
they talking about the dude that allegedly, because you know, Big, you haven't even went to court yet on this, but he is convicted of a murder. No, he's charged with a murder, not convicted yet. He's charged with the murder at the moment. So basically, Big U is fighting for his life in MDC out there in LA.
Also, it could be show the type of personality he has, very domineering. And then he got back cool with him. He got some studio time for him. I wouldn't be surprised if it was with that Mally Mal guy who Loose Cannon jumped on.
Yeah, he jumped on so Loose Cannon jumped on Melly Mel, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know, like Loose Cannon just thought he was a badass, bro. Like, damn! Like, nigga, bro, sit down somewhere, bro. You damn near 40 years old talking about you fighting this shit, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, we too old for that shit, bro. It's time, nigga. You in your golden years. Nigga talking about he fighting. Bruh, I ain't fighting nobody but Mayweather in a ring. That's the only fighting I'm doing, bruh. I'm not fighting nobody, bro. Like, what? Fighting for what? These niggas too old for this shit, bro. Like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
that's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, niggas out here, like, niggas out this bitch just tripping, bro. Like, I mean. Damn.
What the fuck is wrong with you, yo?
There's footage of Loose Cannon beating up Mary Mel. Loose Cannon
That's some
tells a
little
story
kid
about
shit,
Big
bro.
U sick in them.
To me, bro, that's little kid shit, bro.
So I ended up whooping Molly Mall ass, right? Put it on camera.
Yeah, he like bragging about this shit.
Guy named Big U. It's cool. They used to be brothers, right?
That's talking about Big U and Molly Mall.
No, Big U, Molly Mall, and you.
Yes.
Molly Mall
He said, and you.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Right, yeah. They used to be, they all.
He put us on the phone together.
Yeah. Molly Mall is a good dude. He just a scammer. So, you know.
Molly's not a scammer.
Allegedly.
Molly Mall is a scammer.
You and Molly Mall
But
is
they
good.
cool. They still
No,
good.
me and Molly Mall is good.
He talks the truth.
Molly's
Regardless
not
they
a
like it or not.
fucking scammer. You know what? This is what I'm saying. All the business I've ever did with Molly, he always delivered.
No, have you ever seen Molly Mall produce a song?
He has the producers.
No.
Pooh Bear, nigga.
Pooh Bear is a writer. Pooh Bear is.
He makes the studio available. He provides the beats. He demos them. And then when people pull up, he press play. I got a hit. The Game and Jeremiah joint.
No, he's just saying though, he just puts his name on things. He don't really do it.
A whole bunch of these producers do that.
That's smart.
You know that shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's a fact. Go ahead. We listen.
Okay, so
Wack
basically.
was talking shit about Loose Cannon Girl. Bro, Loose Cannon Girl, bro, to me, she alright, bro. Like, she'll do any DJ.
After I whooped Molly Mall ass for doing some bullshit. And then, and Molly Mall would tell you, he was like, I was in the wrong, I was fucked up, I was going to jail, I was off drugs and stuff like that. I was just fucked up, so I don't know why I play with you like that.
I don't know that, Molly.
See, hey, my bad, y'all. I got
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America.
I got
like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only a...
Know that, Molly. I guess when I come around, I've never seen him do drugs and other shit.
Yeah, so
like, if you hear how he say this, bro, just listen to how he say this shit. He say, yeah, like he kind of like throwing off what. So Wack saying like, I don't know this man to be this way that you talking about. And then when he said it, he like, yeah, like he tried to throw it off real quick. Like you gotta listen to when niggas be talking this shit, bro.
I guess when I come around, I've never seen him do drugs and other shit.
Yeah, so I told him that, and then I guess Big U told Molly Mall some shit, and then when Big U told Molly Mall some shit, he told you. Molly Mall told you.
He definitely told me.
And then you called Big U, and when you called Big U, he got mad because you outed him, or Molly Mall outed him. So he basically said, fuck you, and fuck Molly Mall. So
that's why he got mad at me?
He got mad at you because you called him as a man and you stepped to him and he felt...
Because Molly Mall's supposed to be his brother. I've seen Molly Mall bail him out of jail, give him his mansion, just give him the fucking mansion and say, here go the keys of my car, you my brother, I love you. When he was short on money, Molly Mall go in his pocket, look out for him. I saw Molly Mall help his artists, give him free beats. So when I hear some shit like that, because it was a situation on Sunset.
So Wack repeating everything he's saying.
You see some guys up and they get at Molly. They get at him, they don't say nothing. Action.
Beat his ass, okay.
They get at him, right? That's loose. So I'm like, so I get the call, right? I'm like, he like, yo, I see, who was that? He like, Loose Cannon. I say, what Loose? I say, where you from? Cause I know it ain't him. because Big U from 6-0. Ain't no way Loose get that Molly Mall like that. So when he say Loose get it, I'm like, from where? He like 6-0. I say, wait, that was Loose that did you like that? I said, hold on. So I called Big U. Hey man, why is Loose doing that to bro? Now you gotta remember, me and Molly do real business. I come get a beat from him. You know, I pay him for his beat, give him his points. We gotta hit him and Game and General. I came from Molly, right? So Big U like laughs the shit off, right? So I'm like, yo, bro, what kind of shit you on? I thought Molly is, you know what I'm saying? What kind of shit you on?
Yeah.
Right? So then, you know, he started to make mention of certain things, and I guess he must have called you back or called Molly back. He called Molly back and said, you called Wack, and told Wack, and at this point in time, Molly like, fuck me calling Wack. What's up with your homeboys doing me like that? You know, I didn't let your kids stay. I didn't did everything in the world for you. What's up with your... And at that point in time, I think Molly's light came on.
Yeah.
But then again, you know how the feds work. We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out.
Yeah.
We don't care how many book bags you can pass out. What we care about is these wiretaps. We care about these confidential informants. And we care about your actions within the means of the law.
Hey, it's Billy Rafool. Check out my new song Slow on YouTube and YouTube Shorts. Your one stop.
Can't play that. That's the clips. Can't play them. I might play this old one. I did this one a long time ago though.
Okay, so you got little juvenile cases along the way.
Attempted murders, you know, like all my whole record was violence.
In there, you just really don't understand how that internet.
We don't fuck with, listen, dog, listen, the only police we fuck with is the crooked police, is Power Rules and Crips, is gang members, that niggas don't know they gang members. We fuck with your police, them dogs. Yeah. They do everything we need them to do. It's a lot of them out here, you know, they have to pull a nigga over and taking what we need, taking that. Them the police we fuck with. So we fuck with the police.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Porky has really outdone himself this time. Reggie Wright and John over at Bomb First tried to help him, but somehow he still managed to throw himself under the bus. Just like every other time, we've caught Porky in another lie, and this time, it's serious. Today, we're about to prove that he really did go to jail. He really was picked up and brought in for questioning. Now, if you know Porky like we do, then you already know. He lies so much. We can't just focus on just this one. Before we even get into the jail story, we have to touch on some of the other lies he's told recently. I won't take too long on it, but let's go back to that story he told about being CK Wack and how that persona supposedly came to life in Soledad.
And I went to reception, and they put me in cell with a G homie named Baby Wayne from Billistown Power Room. And I think at that point, that's when my big started. You know, because he had been to prison 2-3 times. The good thing about Baby Wayne was a knockout artist. And when you're a young Power Room in the cell with a G homie, you're gonna fight at least 3-4 times a week just because. So, you know, he kind of got me stronger with my push-up game, my physical game, and he made swabbing him every day, almost. So by the time I left here...
That nigga said he got his ass beat about 3 times a week.
I hit Soledad. So by the time I left here, I hit Soledad. And Soledad was really... That was the birth. That was the birth of CK White. When I hit that yard.
CK stands for
Crip Killer. Cause see, I was a little white.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I went to CK Wack.
According to Porky, he left Delano State Prison and was transferred to Soledad. And that's where the name CK Wack was born. The only problem with that is that in a separate interview from 8 years ago, Porky said he went straight to Soledad when he first hit the penitentiary at 16 years old.
Where the drug business came from, I went to the pen side, I was the first juvenile to actually go to California State Penitentiary at 16. Now you could throw it out all you went through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad. So at 16, I'm in Soledad. So at 16, I'm in Soledad State Penitentiary. So from 16 to 22, so from 16 to 22, so from 16 to 22, 22, I was like 7 different
So it's crazy.
19 years old?
It's crazy though, cause I can see if it was a small amount of time, like maybe you might have forgot because you older, you might have forgot. But that's too large of a time period for him to be like, I forgot about the time that I spent, bro. Nigga, you go to jail, bro, you gonna remember every moment, every second.
Yeah, I'm like 19. I do probably like 2.5, 3 years of solitary confinement time. I do probably like 2.5, 3 years of solitary confinement time.
Porky just claimed he was the first minor in the California prison system, being sent to Soledad at just 16 years old. But now, listen to this old interview with Vlad. In this one, Porky clearly says he went to Delano at 16, and that Delano was his first prison. So, which one is it? Soledad or Delano?
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall, pulled into Central Juvenile Hall when they left LA County Jail and picked me up from Central Juvenile Hall and took me straight to Delano State Penitentiary.
Now you see right here, look, let me show you. The first one, it was admitted offender with new AOJ, that's adult offender juvenile. Okay?
This is your first entrance into the system.
That's your first entrance into the system. He went to North Kern State Prison, NKSP. Now you got to see, he likes to play games. So you got to understand, North Kern State Prison is Delano.
I found myself where I knew I needed to finish my education. I chose Purdue Global because the faculty understood.
It's Delano, okay? That's old Delano. They have a new Delano, which is a level 4, okay?
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall, pulled into Central Juvenile Hall when they left LA County Jail and picked me up from Central Juvenile Hall and took me straight to Delano State Penitentiary.
He'll try to say, I went to Delano to make you think he'd been at a higher level than he been. He was at reception, right? Then, the next prison he went to was SADF, Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, which is the level 2, okay?
So they said this nigga went to level 2.
That's where he enrolled from.
I thought Porky said he was 16 years old at Soledad. I thought he said he went to Soledad after he left Delano. See all the lies you have to sift through when dealing with this guy?
He didn't go to 9 prisons like he alleged.
Damn,
okay?
son.
He got paroled. If you see, he got to prison on 131.95. He paroled 4/1/98. He got paroled. If you see, he got to prison on 131.95. He paroled 4/1/98. 95 to 98 is 3 years. I don't give a fuck what kind of arithmetic you try to use with it.
Porky got to Delano in 1995 when he was 18 years old. He paroled in 1998 at 21. That timeline makes one thing crystal clear. It was impossible for him to be at Soledad at 16. If Porky never went to Soledad, then there was never a birth of CK Wack. The whole story was built on a lie. Just another chapter in Porky's book of fiction.
Okay? But this is the kind of fraudulent dude that is out here on this internet trying to, pretend to be somebody and something that he's not. You see what I'm saying? Go to the next one. It say return from parole, re-entry 3, which means the county jail. He never went back to the prison. You see what I'm saying? He was in the county jail from 6/2 to 7/25 of 98. Okay? He returned to parole. Then 3 days after Christmas in 1998, same year, he got another violation. Return from parole, re-entry 3. He went to the county jail. You see what I'm saying? He was returned to parole. Then he discharged on 2/25/2002 from Region 3. Discharged from sentence. Okay?
Crazy.
All that talk about he was in there for all this shooting and attempted murders and all of this shit. This motherfucker got
the only thing he got charged, he shot somebody in the face with a BB gun when he was like a younger person, but they was like, I don't think this nigga really got no.
245 PC A2, okay? Which is assault with a firearm, okay?
So as you
This nigga might be the police, my nigga.
saw, Porky never set foot in Soledad. So all that talk about Soledad was just another lie. There was never a birth of C.K. Wack. That entire story was completely fabricated. Then there's the claim about spending 2 to 3 years in solitary confinement. Lie. Being the first minor in the California prison system. Lie. Being 16 years old at Soledad. Lie. That's 5 lies in one story. Back to back. But this is what Porky does. Now let me show you guys how Porky fell on his own sword.
Damn.
You won't find this next clip on YouTube anymore, because Porky had Cheeseburger Chuck take it down.
Hey, Big Chuck, we just want to talk about when you gonna bring the audio from being talking to them people. We want to know what he said. We can clear all this stuff.
Who's that, bro? That's Deuce. Yo, I think PCK always talking to me. We in the streets. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Every time he does this, it's a PC mode.
Always notice how Porky reacts when Deuce questions him. He can't stand it. He cuts him off, yells over him, or accuses him of PCing for talking to him on a social platform. But when it comes to DZ from SBGB TV, it's a whole different story. Porky gives him content and plays along.
What's up, Romy?
Okay, yeah, as long as it's Wack on here, because if it's somebody else, you're not doing it.
I was watching this.
Listen, I'm not doing that. Hey, listen to me. It's real shit, right? We always know what we're doing, right? We always know what we're doing. And believe it or not, right? We are the most supported people of our people on the internet, right? It's a lot we can do. Remember, I'm an industry guy. I'm tired in the labels. I'm tired in the YouTube, right? So what I'm telling you, brother, is like, I called in to you intentionally because I saw you was billed. I didn't have to do that. People pay me to do that. I did it. I said, let me call in and give them the content. We always know what we're doing. I'm saying that to say this. At some point, bro, you run your content, but you gotta have.
He basically saying, nigga, you talking too bad. You talking too bad about
Some type of reserve when you're running it. Because remember, it's our content. You get what I'm saying?
It's our content.
And then,
but it's a million people reacting to content.
There's certain things that, especially when it comes near the public figure, right?
You can react to content.
You're right. I haven't given you a verbal or signed anything, right? So what I'm saying is, as a brother, I'm talking as a brother. Fuck to people. When a brother is calling in to help you, because I'm giving you. You notice the content I gave you. You've been able to chop that shit up and run with it for about a month now, a couple weeks. Really, a month. At least, right? But it gotta come to some point, bro, to where it's just not like an attack thing. Because in that point in time,
like, he getting upset with him, like, it ain't just an attack thing, like, you know what I'm saying, like. But I mean, if you started out like that, why would you change? Like, so that's why I'm like, what the fuck is you calling this man for? Like, bro, like, 1 + 1 make 2, bro. Like, if he is talking bad against you, and now you saying you don't want him to talk bad, like, bro, that's what he started with. He slapped you in your mouth when he first met you, nigga, or you met him.
You as a brother, I'm a businessman. Right at that point in time, it was from friend to foe. I called in as a friend, no matter what our back and forth was. I chose to stay on the phone. I know, I've been doing this social media shit forever. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never say a word to you. I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say their name.
Damn, son.
When I say something to them, I have a conversation with them, it helps them. You get what I'm saying? I know that. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never say a word to you. I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say their name, because the minute I say something to them, I have a conversation with them, it helps them. You get what I'm saying? I know that. So I'm telling you, brother to brother, run your content, especially gave you content. Listen, me and you have nothing to talk about. Chuck, this is what you call a PC move. Bro, stop talking. Why you keep moving the people? Leave our shit in the street.
Get the strong arm, attorney John Voy and Associates.
There are over 1 billion reasons why
In the street. Listen, every time you do this, you saying fuck your neighborhood because you on some PC shit. It's in the street, bro. Leave it where it's at. Means you don't talk like this. We leave it in the street, in the darkness. Why is it everywhere?
In the street. Stop it. I just left though. You ain't in the power rooms, you ain't in Gonzalez, you know, ain't in the first remember? Weird ass nigga.
I know.
Let me say you some weird ass nigga. Like,
you making food sound really bad right now.
So I'm one of the greatest things ever.
That nigga whack be like, bro, you just killed the whole neighborhood.
Hotel Browns, y'all know when it's street business and it's up to disrespect level of me and him, he ain't supposed to do this shit. It's a PC move. I didn't hear you when he done.
Well, I didn't say nothing about me and you. I asked you about the statement that you made. If you start waiving your Miranda rights, that means that there's a statement in audio. You need to go get that and prove you ain't CS2 back. That got nothing to do with me and you. That's you trying to clear your name. Don't bring the police. The police can't vouch to say that you're not working with the police.
You got Brooktown Brim looking bad right now, bro. We in the streets. You got Brooktown Brim. We on the open platform. You got Brooktown Brim looking bad as well. Can't over there. Why you doing that PCS shit? I'm moving up again.
What that got to do with your paperwork? Bring the paperwork and the statement that you made to the task force and the FBI on the Main Street case and the Tupac and Biggie murder and clear your name. You say that the truth can never be considered.
Hey Chuck, you know what be funny, right? This would be funny. I'm talking to you, Chuck. It's when people say dumbass shit, it makes them look dumb. Chuck, I was in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999. When was Tupac and Biggie killed, Chuck?
96, right? 96,
97, right? I'll mute up, but I gave a statement on I'll mute up.
Let's make sure Wack knows that he ain't fooling nobody. Hey Wack, the Tupac and Biggie murder are still unsolved. That means it's still being investigated right now. We can show plenty of people who were in jail during the time of the murders, who gave statements about the murder. You ever heard of a jailhouse informant? You ever heard about Kenneth Boagny? What about Waymond Anderson? Marion Knight and Studderbox were both suspects in the murder. and you were around both of them during the time investigations were taking place. So you could have very easily been giving the police information you obtained while being around them.
I said you gave a statement to the task force that was investigating that, Greg Cadence, and then the other officer that said you was arrested.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Chuck, if I'm in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999, what the fuck can I give a paper on, Chuck?
Listen, you admitted that Greg Cadence, that you went to
the food down, well looking bad. You are saying some of the
fucking with Death Row though, like in
2001, 2001, 2001.
Okay.
This guy, you don't know what you're doing around. Stop making the films look bad, bro. Leave our shit in the street. It's already up. Chill out.
We
you didn't master what's up. You wouldn't master what's up. Stop talking to me, bro. Why are you talking to me when it's on? You're doing a PC move.
the truth first. Don't talking about your paperwork. Stop spinning, stop deflecting. When is you going to work on
the paperwork?
For the 60.
I don't have no paperwork. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing.
Wack just claimed he has no paperwork because he was never arrested or even questioned. But you guys heard it straight from former Los Angeles Sheriff Michael Cowett. The only person who got arrested was Porky. Reggie and John deleted the clip, so don't bother looking for it on YouTube. Porky swore up and down that he was never brought in for questioning. Remember that.
It's so you provide the paperwork. BK Watt, BK Watt, BK Watt, Little Watt, Watt 100.
Or the white boy. Or the white boy.
Put that on Food Down Grill. Let me
Or the white boy.
Put that on Food Down Grill. Put that on Food Down Grill.
Yes,
I know.
On Food Down Grill.
Put that on Food Down Grill.
Two back. On Food
you're
Down Grill. You CS2 back. AKA.
I'm gonna go get to work.
All right, guys. Now that we've heard all that, and we've heard Porky himself say he was never arrested or questioned, let me show you how he actually threw himself under the bus. But before we get to that, I need to show you how Baum first cut out another one of Detective Michael Cowett's key statements in his interview.
Do you know how she even came to play in the
Style and substance in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR plus 2,600 total value on this Sierra 1500 model.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgraded to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her action, and then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So, did y'all catch that? The scene just skipped like something was cut out. Let me run it back real quick so you can see it again.
Accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So, Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett.
We already know Baum first removed the clip of Michael Cowett, clearly saying the only arrest made was Cash Jones. They also cut out another crucial part of Cowett's interview. And guess who exposed it? None other than Porky Chops himself. In a sloppy move to distance himself from the CS two-back allegations, Porky secretly recorded a conversation with Stutterbox, then ran to Clubhouse to play it. But while trying to clear his name, he ended up airing out a segment from Baum first. The exact part Reggie and John edited out to protect him.
Now, this next clip gonna make even more sense to y'all. Right? You heard him say, I told the police, if y'all looking at Wack for doing anything illegal with them trucks,
He ain't, which is a lie, because ain't no way they gonna spend $300,000-400,000 watching my truck if a nigga tell them that. Right? Play the next clip.
Play that clip.
Are you talking about Teresa Swan?
Yes, yes.
Teresa Swan was. Do you know how she even came to play in the information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her reaction, and then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff? Accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So
accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
No.
Damn, son.
How Teresa Swan came into play here is originally we were following some guy around in the Antelope Valley, and Greg had thought that this guy was going to be able to get us to show, because he had some relationship with a not so famous rapper at the time, and he somehow thought this guy was going to get him into Suge. So we chased this guy around in the Antelope Valley for several months, and really nothing came of it. The guy, he eventually was brought in for questioning, and he eventually was brought in for questioning, and
I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, questioned.
he eventually was brought in for questioning, and
There Porky goes falling on his own sword again. Porky said he wasn't arrested. Detective Cowett said he was arrested. Porky said he never was questioned, and Detective Cowett said he was brought in for questioning. Both of these clips have been deleted by Bomb first, but thanks to good old Porky, we were able to get our hands on this one. And also, don't overlook this key detail. The only reason Detective Cowett is even bringing up Porky in this part of the interview is because he's explaining to John how they ended up zeroing in on Teresa Swan. To tell that story, he had to start with Porky specifically, how they were following him around the Antelope Valley. Now, for those who don't know, Teresa Swan is the mother of one of Marion Knight's kids. And she's the person who gave Greg Kading the final missing pieces to the whole Poochie killed Biggie narrative tied to Marion Knight. So the real question becomes, what does Porky being brought in for questioning have to do with Teresa Swan? Because if Cowett had to start with Porky to get to her, that connection might be deeper than Porky wants us to know.
It might be deep.
so
It might be deep.
Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett decided that we should probably go after somebody that Suge was close to in the 90s, thinking that, because we were hearing the same things too, that Poochie or Del Faust was responsible. So we, the three of us, Jeff Bennett, Paul Fournier, and I, started looking into what Teresa Swan was doing as far as criminal activity at the time present during the task force era. And we discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names. And we discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names.
Say like you may take a load of BMWs down to San Diego, like boom, it's like 200 miles, pay my driver like $1,100. Then you'll pick up a load of Porsches from San Diego, let's just say going to San Francisco.
And we discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names. So we got our commercial crimes bureau involved with it and had them look into exactly what she was doing. And at the same time, we brought a district attorney on board from LA County to let her know what our end goal was, and that was in the event Teresa Swan had good information and could connect Suge to Teresa Swan and to Poochie, that we would want to give her some kind of consideration in the case. And the district attorney was on board. So when we eventually arrested her and brought her in for questioning,
According to Detective Cowett, Teresa Swan was arrested and brought in for questioning, just like he said Porky was. Now think about everybody whose name was changed in Greg Kading's movie. Think about the fact that Teresa Swan's real name is Tammy Hawkins.
It was very clear that she was more than willing to talk and was, I believe, being truthful with how the murder of Biggie happened and how it was paid for through the monies of Suge. So, and then Greg came on board and started with some of the stuff, and they ended up doing a in-camera interview with her to lock in her interview. So I'm not sure I recall the letter with the false statement that you're referring to or not. I was just in with her on the initial arrest and interview process.
Okay. And the individual that you guys were following, that you were talking about previously, just to confirm, that was WAC 100, to my knowledge?
It was what?
A guy named WAC 100 that you guys were following initially to try to get to Suge, and then you realized that he really wasn't going to get you there in Antelope Valley?
I think that's who it is. I don't recall that name, but yeah, they got, to me, it was a waste of time chasing that for as long as we did.
Yeah. I think his government name is Cash Jones.
Yes. Yep. There you go. Yes.
So the white man said.
Ready to avoid talking about salary?
So the white man said, there you go. Damn, he cut it right off on that.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. CS2 Back has been doing everything in his power to put some space between him and Lucy Coochie's actions the other day at No Jumper. Porky has already been online dropping dimes, telling on Lucy and his IEBM team member, Glitter. In this video, you're gonna hear Porky not only attempt to further distance himself from the liability, but he also disses Lucy's entire IEBM team. Ever since Demon Time let the world know that Lucy instructed him to record all of Porky's phone calls, Porky has been on a mission to crash Cannon. I gotta give a shout out to Rockstar 2800. He knows Porky, so he knows how to get the most out of him without any screaming or yelling. Something about the way he calmly inserts his questions and points makes Porky reveal his truest inner thoughts.
You don't feel like Lucy was doing too much? You don't feel like Lucy was doing too much? You don't feel like Lucy was doing too much? No, because I don't know
Damn, son.
what the issue was. I mean, my niggas, some niggas out here in the street that if I catch, right, then that's what it's gonna be. I don't know, maybe nigga owe the niggas some money, maybe disrespected a nigga, maybe shot a nigga. I don't know what them niggas got going on. That's their business. If it was my business, I'd have been in the business. My team would have been in the business.
Damn, son.
If I come out on some niggas rock star and we dealing with a nigga, bro, if you, the day you pulled up to my shit, if we'd have been maxing the nigga out, that ain't your business. You know what I'm saying? See, do what you do, go do what you do, and then continue your day. Everything ain't niggas' business. Whatever niggas doing, that's what they doing. Now, if I'm there and I see some kids or some women, or I see like motherfuckers feeling like doing it too much, I might say something. Other than that, I'm not, nigga, I don't know what's happening, nigga. I don't know if this nigga didn't break the motherfucker, molested the motherfucker. I don't know what a nigga didn't do. That's their business. And everybody gotta be held accountable for their business. That's what it is.
So as usual, Porky is trying to distance himself from the actions of Lucy Coochie, a guy that Porky said he handles. He just said, everybody has to be accountable for their own business. which is Porky telling Lucy that he has to be accountable for his actions at No Jumper. Porky is making it very clear he wants all of the clout and none of the blame.
When I get talking about that video, if I want to trip out, I don't give a listen. It don't matter to me who put it out.
I was the first one to break the tape.
Because it just, what effect they got on me, I don't give a fuck. It's out, it's out. If they want to put it out, whoever took the video, if I was finna be on some bullshit, ain't no, nigga, you bet not. But whatever niggas is doing is what they doing. That's their business.
So what I get from this is, you're disattaching yourself from the situation. You're disattaching yourself from the situation. You're disattaching yourself from the situation.
Rockstar said, what he's getting from this is that Porky is disattaching himself from the entire situation. You guys tell me, is Rockstar crazy, or are you processing the information the exact same way that he is? I think it's clear to anyone with a working brain that Porky is throwing Lucy to the wolves. Listen to what Porky says next.
Attach myself, what I'm telling you is, right, is I don't mind the facts. But if, like, niggas just be saying dumb shit, and then sometimes be like, come on, man, goddamn, you gonna run the content. These run the content, because it's a visual to the content. It's a visual, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if my niggas would have went to work, it would have went to work. That really wasn't no work. That really wasn't no work. That really wasn't no work. Niggas is still moving. Niggas is still alive and talking.
Shout out to Rockstar again, because he got Porky speaking his truth. Now Porky is explaining the difference between his team and Lucy's IEBMs. He said if his team would have been involved, somebody would be dead. He said Lucy and the IEBMs didn't do no work. Lucy did all of this to earn Porky's affection, and all it did was make Porky go online and say his team did nothing.
If you come up there playing with me, I've already accepted what come with that. We not finna do a nigga like that so we can come back up there. We not finna do a nigga like that so we can come back up there. We not finna do a nigga like that so we can come back up there.
That was probably the only real thing I've ever heard Porky say in all my life. He just said they wouldn't pistol whip a guy half to death and strip him naked, leaving him alive, just so he can heal up and come back up there. You can believe the next time he comes up there, he won't be coming to talk. Porky is saying that Lucy and the IEBMs don't move the way his team moves. This is Porky making a clear distinction between his team and Lucy's team. Again, telling Lucy that he's on his own.
We gonna get your ass out of here, and whatever come with it, come with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with niggas at all. Rockstar, respectfully, you done been around me. You know I'm not playing with niggas, bro. I'm not playing these halfway games. I'm not playing these halfway games. I'm not playing these halfway games. If a nigga come up there to do any type of harm or any type of threat with me, my nigga, we going all the way. If a nigga come up there to do any type of harm or any type of threat with me, my nigga, we going all the way.
Porky just said if anybody comes up there to do any kind of threat to him, they're going all the way. If that's the case, how come him and his team stepped back? I thought the guy who came up there had a problem with Porky. So if the guy who came up there had a problem with Porky, and Porky said any problem with him, his team is going all the way, why did his team do the opposite? Maybe these guys have been lying this whole time about the reason all of this happened. Because Porky's team didn't react as if he was in danger. Instead, they all stepped back, like it had nothing to do with him. Whatever the case is, Porky just said Lucy and his team like to play halfway games. I told you guys Porky has been lining up Sweetie Lucy this whole time.
Because what the fuck you gonna leave a nigga halfway to double back for? So whatever nigga's thing is, that's it.
Hey, y'all catch me in the Karma Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit notification, peace, and one.
When it's